Hey guys, what's up? It's Angelina and welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing something that I have been waiting so long for. We are trying some new Korean beauty products. If you guys don't know, I'm obsessed with Korean skincare, Korean beauty, and as a brown girl, it can be a little difficult sometimes, especially with the complexion products, and Korean beauty standards in general tend to idolize lighter skin and they tend to only cater towards lighter skin tones. But nonetheless, I still love K-beauty. I love the way it makes my skin look, the way it makes my skin feel. I have sensitive skin and it always just does such a good job. Let me be your little guinea pig when it comes to testing K-beauty. But if you're new here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more, and let's get into it. We have quite a bit to try out today, and if I'm being honest with you, I have so many things to try. I just didn't know where to start. I actually got this package last week, and then I received a few other things this week, a lot of really fun new launches, so I'm excited to show you guys that in the future. Actually, one of these things is not K-beauty. This is actually from eyeshine Cosmetics. It's the Extensions by Me, and I don't usually get sucked into TikTok ads, but I got sucked into a TikTok ad, and she was using these eyelash extensions, and it actually came with the bond and the sealer, so we're gonna try it today. And I normally put on my lashes before I do anything else. Okay, I love that it comes in a little case like this, because if you guys have seen my other eyelash extensions, like the ones from Kiss and the ones from Velour, they just kind of come in a plastic thing, so I end up like leaving it open just like to the world. And I saw a video and the girl was actually applying the bond to the lashes, which I think will work better. I'm gonna do 2/14. I'm gonna apply it towards the top part because I'm going underneath. Okay, so the lashes are on. Definitely took me a little while to do them. I will say compared to like my velour lashes, like they look a lot more like extensions, but they also are just a little bit more plasticky feeling, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just definitely a difference that I noticed. But as you guys can see, like this is what they're looking like. Obviously I didn't do my makeup yet or anything, but I did 2/14s and 2/12s. And this one has from 12 to 16, so this is like the natural pack. Definitely much more up my alley. I think once I keep doing them, I'll be more like used to it. I'm not going to use the sealer. The seal tends to be for if you're trying to like wear this long term, like overnight, trying to sleep with it, and I usually don't ever really attempt to do that because I have sensitive eyes. So okay, so I picked up quite a bit, but one of the bigger things, and like one of the things I've been wanting to try for so long, is actually the Purito BB cream, and I got this as a recommendation from Taylor Wynn. I feel like she's talked about this for so many years and I never really got the chance to try it. And you guys know I love the Misha BB cream, one of my favorites, but I wanted to try something different, and Purito seems to actually have a shade range that is close to me. Now I will say I think this is the darkest shade, or like the second to darkest shade, and if I'm the second to darkest shade and you're darker than me, then you know, you might not have a whole lot of luck finding your shade in this. But I do have the shade 27 Sand Beige. It says healthy looking glow, flawless coverage, EO and fragrance free, and it's vegan, and it's obviously made in Korea. So this is how my skin is looking. I do have some hyperpigmentation here. Obviously just some old breakouts, and yeah, so we're gonna see how all this covers. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a shade match for me just based off of that. I'm gonna start with this much. Ooh, might have went in with too much. So I'm gonna try my best to blend it out. Okay guys, I definitely thought that we were gonna get a really close shade match, but I'm sure, as you guys can probably see, my skin is definitely on the warmer side and it's not as pale as this. Like, it did a decent job, but it definitely, there's still some pigmentation there. Okay, so I'm gonna try with my fingers on the other side and probably less product. I wonder if I go in with less product if I'd be able to kind of have a shade that works for me. Oh my god, this actually spreads really far. And maybe this would be better with a sponge because I feel like that's a lot of product. And I will say, like, something about this is that it's definitely more of like a thicker, kind of drier kind of formula, and I just wasn't expecting that. I was kind of expecting it to be more like lotiony, kind of like BB cream-esque. This is definitely like kind of dry, which I wasn't really anticipating. If you have like oily skin, I think maybe you would like this more than the Misha one, just based off of like application. I feel like this is like a thicker kind of formula, and even though it's thick, it's not really like covering a ton, which, I mean, it's a BB cream, but like I feel like my Misha does a pretty good job. See what I mean? Like, it's kind of like dry, and it feels dry, and yeah, I know the color's off, but like just in terms of this finish, and like you still have hyperpigmentation there. I mean, this might be one where if I wanted to build, I would just have to build with concealer. Overall, it's definitely not giving what I thought it was gonna give. Okay, so the Purito BB cream was just, it wasn't a fail, but it wasn't what I was expecting. Like, I feel like it feels very heavy on the skin, and I don't love that. I'm just gonna go in with my Too Faced concealer that actually might be darker than my face right now. You guys know, whenever I'm in need of some true heavy duty bronzing, I use my LYS stick. This tends to be my go-to because this one is very pigmented and it works well, especially with my Korean beauty products. I'm gonna definitely keep this and keep trying it and maybe mix it in with other things. But I mean, I am a little disappointed, but I do really love blending out my bronzer with this. This is the MAC 141S. I actually have had it for so many years and forgot that it existed. So glad that I'm using it again. I do not have a new Korean blush to try, but we're gonna use my Kaja blush in Saucy because this is a K-beauty blush, and actually I received another one of these in PR and I'm so excited because that means that your girl has a backup. But it's crazy because every time like Kaja sends me something, they send me the same color, which, don't get me wrong, clearly it's a color that I love and I use often, but I do want to try other colors in this blush. You know how people go on to Sephora or Ulta and they scroll, which I definitely do that too, but lately I've been going on YesStyle and I have been scrolling, and that is why I ended up with this cart of stuff. I'm gonna set my face just before we do anything else. God, I think this powder is gonna run out soon. And I'm so scared for that moment because am I the only person who hates repurchasing stuff? Like, even if I love it, I just feel like for some reason repurchasing things are just so not exciting. And like, I'd rather try something new than repurchase something even if I love it. And I do have a discount code with Dominique Cosmetics. It'll be linked down below in case you are interested in trying this powder or anything else from her. Also, my Sephora order for the sale has been placed, so I'm excited to soon I'll be doing a haul. So actually I picked up another beauty bento. This is in the shade Sparkling Rosé, and this one is definitely different from the other stacks that I have, which actually a recent stack that I got and tested with you guys is the Peach Madeline stack, which is this beautiful corally toned kind of stack. This one is like a lot more pink and it's just more fun. Okay, for the base and kind of like my base and my transition shade, I'm using my Half Magic blush actually in the shade Magic Brownie because it was right in front of me, and I think it's perfect because it's like a red tone kind of brown, so it's very warm. So I'm going to start with the first shade right here. So that is actually very pigmented, and that went on super smooth and buttery, and I think that's a really pretty shade. Then we're going with the second shade. Okay, so we have like a nice gradient, and then we're gonna go in with the last shade on the outer side, which is kind of like a brownie purple. It's kind of what this looks like. Wow, I actually really love that deep plummy shade. It definitely adds like a really nice depth, but it's still on the plummier side. I'm actually gonna bring it in some more so we can have some more smokiness. I mean, what I love about the stacks is that they're really easy to use. It's almost like you can't mess them up because it basically lays out what to do for you. I will say that this is like the most different of the kaja stacks that I have. So this is my third one now, and this one is all shimmers, so you're definitely gonna need like a transition shade, which you can use your bronzer, you can use a blush, you can literally use whatever. But this is definitely very pretty, and I think especially for the fall months, because if you love that kind of like fall tone cranberry moment, then I think you'll really like this. As for the other new one that I featured in a video recently, which is the Peach Madeline, which is very pretty, and I will say this stack and my Forest Night stack have a foiled, you know, kind of glitter on the top, and I love that. So this one is missing that. It's not foiled. But that's not really a bad thing because these shimmers are like way more fine, way more wearable. Sometimes the foiled shade in this one is just very like vibrant and in your face, and sometimes you don't want that. I mean, these are always great. I'm never ever mad. I think that looked so pretty. So the start of the show, I think, and some things that I picked up that I was very excited about were definitely the lippies. I'm usually not a big like lippy person. I don't think I've tried a lot from Korean brands as of yet, but I do have a few. By a few, I mean a lot. So we're gonna test these. Espoir, this is the Quart Lip Tint in Nutty, and I have tried these on, spoiler alert, so I do have some thoughts, but look at this really nice, kind of like berry brown. What I like about this one is that it literally feels like nothing on the lips. Kind of feels like you're applying water, so kind of like a water tint, but a little bit heavier. Doesn't get sticky, doesn't stick together, and first of all, it smells like fruit, which is amazing. Kind of smells like pear, but it is very pigmented, and it's so lightweight. And I love the color of this. Nutty is like perfect for fall, which is why I picked it up. Then we have one that I think has become a recent like popular product. This is the Romand Glasting Melting Balm. I have the shade Hippie Berry, which this one I've seen so many creators talk about, and that's why I picked it up. I wanted to give it a go. It comes in this really nice packaging, and actually a very similar color. But this one is more of like a melting balm kind of formula. Feels kind of like a thicker balm, but it's not sticky at all. It's very comfortable. You can tell that this is going to have a lasting power because of the formulation, but very easy, very buildable. Not going with this look, but I think this is a pretty shade too. So one of them was a free gift. This is the TikTok tint, which I haven't tried this one yet, so let's try it together. This is also a brand I haven't tried yet. But it has nice packaging. It's like a clicky pen. Oh, there we go. Finally. Ooh, this is a different formula. Definitely like a whipped formula. This feels kind of like the NYX. What was it called? It's like NYX. It's like the whipped one. It definitely feels like that, but it's like the better version because you can't really feel this on the lips. And also, this shade seems like it'll be perfect for fall and perfect for my skin tone. I like it. It's kind of like a soft matte finish, which I tend to not get. I tend to always get like something super glossy, so happy that I got this for my free gift. Blanking out the lips once again. And then we have from Etude House, we have the Dear Darling tint. And I picked this up in the shade, I'm actually not sure. I think this is Sweet Potato Red or something like that. This actually smells so much like my water tint. It smells exactly like it. And the shade is really similar. Definitely more like cool tone pink. But it looks really good. And I think I like it with this eye look. So we might be keeping this one on today because this is the last one anyways. I'm gonna use my Buxom liner in Savvy Sienna. Ooh, okay. Actually not mad that I used these two together. Wow, I really like that. So that is actually it for all my new K-beauty things. I'm gonna go off camera to the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. So let's go through the new products that I tested and I can give you guys my first impressions and my current thoughts. First thing we used today was the Purito BB cream. Not a fan. Not a fan. And I'm surprised. Not even because of the color necessarily, because obviously you guys see, like, I'm able to make it work. It wasn't so far off. As long as I go in with a lot of bronzer, we're good. It's more so about the way that it feels on the skin. It feels kind of heavy and it looks very dry, and a lot of that could be contributed to the fact that my skin isn't oily anymore, just due to the fact that I'm on acne medication. My skin is kind of more normal, occasionally dry. I think this might be something that would work for me in the summer months, but I definitely prefer my Misha BB cream over this one as of right now. Again, I might have to just retry it, maybe try it with a primer, try it with a different moisturizer underneath, you never know. Kaja stack, obviously love. If you get anything, and if you're interested in anything, definitely try these Kaja trios. I mean, I love them. I would love to collect every single one of them. They're honestly not badly priced either. And if you do buy them from YesStyle, they tend to be cheaper, but huge fan of these. You can find a color story that works for you. Then we have the Espoir. This is the nutty color that we tried. I love this color. I think it's so pretty. It's going to be perfect for fall. The free gift that I got, this is the I'm TikTok tint lip in cashmere. And this is actually really interesting. Matte, whipped, feels good for a matte lip product, which I tend to not like and not go for. The Dear Darling tint, which is what we're wearing today. Very lightweight, smells really good, doesn't really feel like a whole lot, which I love, especially with these kind of matte looking products. Like, I think that it's just very flattering. Then we have the Glasting Balm from Romand. This actually reminds me of a thicker version of the Makeup by Mario lip balms, if you guys know what I'm talking about, except these are thicker, and I like the pigment, I like the thickness, I like the fact that it feels very luxurious on the lips. I can tell that it's going to be long lasting, and I like the shade. As for the Eyeshine Cosmetics little eyelash clusters, I do like these. I actually do like these. Do I think they're like so great, like so amazing, so life-changing from any other things I've tried? No, but I do like the packaging. It's really convenient, and you get a ton in here, and if you're like me and you use these often, you know, you're probably going to go through this. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll also link other videos of me testing Korean beauty products. I'm still definitely going to be trying some more K-beauty stuff in the future because it's just my favorite genre of beauty to try out. But if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.